What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to pop in and just really be transparent and honest. And I hope this reaches the right person. And if you feel behind in life, I just want you to know that it's normal. It's normal. I am just now leaving it's a small group that we have at the church that I've been going to, and it's a financial small group where we're learning and growing about money, how to be smart with money. And I think that I'm the youngest one in there. Now, I'm not super old, but I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm 34, about to be 35 this year. And I got the impression that there were a lot of people. It's not even, you know what? A lot of people in there are behind. And remember what I said. I'm 34. They're all over my age with kids and grandchildren. And just coming out of there is letting me know that it's more common than not to feel like you haven't achieved the certain things that you probably thought you would have achieved by now if you're a certain age. And I I don't know. We have this notion subconsciously and maybe even culturally from family, from media, that by the time you reach a certain age, you're supposed to have certain things figured out and certain things all together and be on a path for something even better, to be all set when you get older. And a lot of folks just ain't there. A lot of folks who are twice my age ain't there. And so if you feel like that, I just want to encourage you to know that you're not the only one. And it's pretty common. Now, when you're aware of that, it's good that you know. The best thing that you can do is confess that, because that can really be draining and discouraging, and it can drag you down. It could be one of them things that keep you from, if you allow it, it could keep you depressed and from having a great day. Because every day, if you wake up and you just feel like, I'm so behind, I'm so behind, I'm so behind, you go to work and it's a drag. You look in your bank account and you're always reminded of how much money you don't have. And then social media doesn't help. And so, you know what I'm saying? All the external noise and your own thoughts are not your biggest support sometimes. So I'm telling you, to whoever is watching, it's normal, but you can change that. What is it? The quote that says you have to be doing what most people aren't willing to do so you can get what most people don't have. That's a fact. It's normal for a lot of people to feel behind. But if you don't want to be normal anymore, you have to put the work in to not live what the norm person is living. So if it's with money, if it's with your emotional intelligence, if and not intelligence meaning you're dumb. I'm saying if you want to be better with anger because the people in your family have struggled with anger and you don't want to be like that no more, change it. If you don't want to be broke no more, change it. Read the Dave Ramsey books. That's the program that me and my church are going through. Read all the Dave Ramsey books and get those resources. I mean, watch YouTube videos talking about how to be good with money. Do your own due diligence and read financial books. If you want to be the best person you could be so you can attract the best, so you can be in the best position, I should say, to receive whoever God wants for you when he sends you that person for a relationship, start growing into that person now. But I understand it could be discouraging, and I want to encourage you again to bring it before the Lord, because that's something that I had to do. I just had to be honest with God, and I told him how I was feeling and just how I felt about where I was, or where I am at this point in my life right now. And I gotta say, it's helped take some of that weight off. There's power in confession. When you just get honest before God and tell him, I don't like where I am in my life right now. Please help me. Help me figure it out. Lead me to the right resources. Whatever it is that you are dealing with, that is the first thing that I would encourage you to do. That is going to be the first part of breakthrough. Because one thing I have discovered, and this is just true all around, when you bring things to the light yourself, it doesn't give any room for the enemy to make you feel shame about it. So just admit where you are. Confess where you are. If you feel disappointed in yourself, bring that to the Lord. If you feel angry with yourself, bring that to the Lord. If you felt like you've just sabotaged your youth and, oh, I should have did this when I was a teenager, or when I was in my 20s, I should have did this. Bring all of that before the Lord and let him, and experience the feeling of cleanse that comes from that. And then I want to encourage you to be patient with yourself. And this, as I talk to y'all, I'm talking to myself, because when changes need to be made, it's most of the time, it ain't going to be an overnight process. So if you're talking about getting better with your money, that's going to be a whole mind change that has to happen. You're going to have to renew your mind on how to be better with money. You're going to have to develop the discipline to not spend when you have been used to spending. You have to learn how to not emotionally spend when you're an emotional eater and eating food makes you feel better, and you always got to go out to Ben and Jerry's and get that ice cream when you get upset. If that's not in your budget, we got to learn how to say no. And all of that is a process. You're not going to be perfect. It's going to be times where you mess up. So as I talk to y'all, like, I'm learning how to have grace on myself and understanding. And I want to encourage y'all to have that same thing as well. So if you feel behind in life, again, know that you're not the only one. It's pretty common. So don't feel too bad about yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And then seek the Lord to tell you how to change. Well, first confess it to the Lord that that's what you're feeling. Ask the Lord to show you how to change it, and then implement what he tells you to do. So, and a real easy way to start is just by opening up the word. Type in Google, what does the Bible say about this? How does God say to fix this problem? That's a great way to start. So, again, I hope this encourages y'all. I just felt like I needed to put that out there, because that's one of the biggest things that for myself can cause a lot of anxiety. And then you start getting down about, you feel like a failure in life, and where you're going to be 10 years from now, and if you can even accomplish the dreams that you still have in your heart and the things that you want to do. It's just, that is a triggering thought for a whole wave of other negative thoughts to happen. So I'm here to tell you, don't beat yourself up about it, and start where you need to start. So I love y'all, and God willing, I'll see you in the next one.